Example 1, factorising trinomials. We're going to factorise x squared plus 7x plus 12. So we're looking for two numbers that multiply together to give the last number, that's 12, and add together to give the middle number, that's 7. So two numbers that multiply give 12, add together give 7 is 3 and 4. 3 times 4 is 12 and 3 plus 4 is 7. So it's x plus 3 bracket x plus 4. Example 2, I'm going to factorise w squared minus 10w plus 24. So two numbers that multiply together give 24 and add together to give minus 10. Well, if the product is positive, then the signs need to be the same. So that's two pluses or two minuses, but to add together to give minus 10, it would need to be two minuses, and it's minus 6 and minus 4. Minus 6 minus 4 is minus 10, and minus 6 times minus 4 is plus 24. Example 3, factorise m squared plus 5m minus 36. Two numbers that multiply to give minus 36 and add together give 5. If the product is negative, which it is, minus 36, product being the result of multiplying two numbers together, product's negative, then the signs need to be different. So two numbers that multiply together give minus 36, add together give 5, is plus 9 and minus 4. 9 times minus 4 is minus 36, and 9 minus 4 is plus 5, so it's m plus 9 bracket m minus 4. Example 4, we're going to factorise 3p squared plus 13p plus 12. We're going to use a method called the Berry method for this one. So 3 times 12 is 36. So our first move is to multiply together the front and back numbers. 3 12s are 36. 3 times 12 is 36, so I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to give 36 and add together to give the middle number, which is 13. And if you take your time and think about it, that's 9 and 4. 9 times 4 is 36, and 9 plus 4 is 13. So with the Berry method, we drop plus 9 in there and plus 4 in there. We take 3p and we drop it in there, and 3p and we drop it in there. We then analyse both brackets. The second bracket cannot be factorised further, so we just write it down again, but we can take a common factor of 3 from the first bracket. 3 goes into 3p 3 times, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. That's the final answer. Okay, example 5. We're going to factorise 2y squared minus 5y minus 25. So again, multiply together the front and back numbers. 2 times minus 25 is minus 50. If the product is negative, then that comes from the signs being different. Take your time and have a think about it. Two numbers that multiply to give minus 50, add together to give minus 5 is plus 5 and minus 10. 5 times minus 10 is minus 50, and 5 minus 10 is minus 5. So drop the plus 5 in there, drop the minus 10 in there, and drop 2y into here and 2y into here. Let's analyse the first bracket, which can't be factorised further, but I can take out a common factor of 2 from the second bracket. 22y goes y times, and 2010 goes 5 times with a minus in the middle. Final answer, 2y plus 5 bracket y minus 5. Let's try another one. So we're going to factorise 3w squared minus 4w minus 15. 3 times minus 15 is minus 45. The product is negative, signs need to be different. Two numbers that multiply to give 45, add together to give minus 4. And that's going to be minus 9 plus 5. 5 times minus 9 is minus 45, and 5 minus 9 is minus 4. So a bracket with plus 5 and a bracket with minus 9. Drop down 3w and drop down 3w. First bracket can't be factorised further, so write it down again. But I can take a common factor of 3 from 3w minus 9, which brings that down to w minus 3. Okay, so we're going to factorise 3u squared plus 13u minus 10. 3 times minus 10 is minus 30. Signs need to be different. two numbers that multiply to give minus 30. I take that to give 15, and that will be 15 and minus 2. 15 times minus 2 is minus 30, and 15 minus 2 is 13. So drop in the plus 15, drop in minus 2, drop in 3u and 3u. The second bracket cannot be factorised further, but I can take out a common factor of 3 from the first one, which will bring that down to u plus 5. Next one, let's look at 4x squared plus x minus 3. 4 times minus 3 is minus 12. Two numbers that multiply to give minus 12 and add together to give the plus 1 in the middle. So that will be 4 and minus 3. So first bracket plus 4, second bracket minus 3. Drop down 4x and 4x. The second bracket can't be factorised further, but I'll always check it. And I can take out a common factor of 4 from the first one, which will bring that down to x plus 1. Okay, let's look at our last example. 8 times 3 is 24. Two numbers that multiply to give 24, add together give 25. It's 24 and 1. So drop in plus 24 and plus 1. Drop down ax and ax. Check the second bracket, but it can't be factorised further. Ax plus 1, but I can take out a common factor of 8, which will bring the first bracket down to x plus 3.